What's up, what's up, what's up, all my beautiful people out there? It's your girl, Brianka Janae, coming back at you with another video, guys. I know your girl's been gone, but I am back. And not only am I back, but guys, I am going to try to participate in my very first vlogmas. That's right. So for the next 30 days, I'm gonna do 30. I'm gonna challenge myself and do 30. Some people do 20, some people do 21, some people do 15, some people do 12, but Brianka is going to try to do 30 days of vlogmas. So I'm gonna take you guys on a few like errands and things that I do for the day. I'm gonna insist into the series some updates, some things in my life, business tips. I'm gonna try to talk to you guys about some girl talks, baby mama, baby daddy drama talks, all kinds of things. So if you are interested and you are have been rocking with me thus far, guys, then you're gonna be in for a treat, because we're gonna try to do this every day for the month of December. Aren't you guys so proud of me? So on today, I'm gonna be doing some things such as going and getting some errands done. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. I've got to get my nails done. Look, this is this hand. This hand is cool, but baby, this hand is disrespecting. So I'm gonna go and get my nails and my feet done. Take you guys along on that. Let me see. I've got some other errands I've got to run today. So yeah, I gotta go walking, do my exercise, my morning routine, all that stuff. Life as a mama for stuff. All of that. So if you're interested and you're ready to take this journey with me on this month of December 2021, then girl, you better keep on watching. You better keep on watching. Lego. Alrighty guys, so right here I'm going to show you guys my morning routine that I usually do in its entirety. This will include my scripture Bible verses and my prayer time. Although I will not be putting on camera me in prayer, because I do feel like some things need to be sacred, I will show you guys what I do on a daily basis in order to get my scriptures and where I get them from. So right here I'm showing you in my phone on Pinterest, where I have a board that specifically has things for better relationships with God, better relationships with people, better relationships with a significant other. And here is where I pin everything that I need that is specific to, you know, my feelings at the time. So right now I've been feeling a lot of stress. So I've been trying to do the Bible verses for stress relief and write one of them every day until I complete this particular reading plan. So that's what I'm currently doing right now, is going through, and I'm showing you guys that I wrote about Romans 8:38 the day before, and today it is Ephesians 5:15, I believe, but we'll get to that part. It is so hard right now, guys, to hold this camera and write at the same time, so do forgive me if it's a little shaky, and I didn't want to edit a lot of stuff out because I want you to be able to see. But yeah, it's Ephesians 5:15 through 17. And this is a scripture that I'm going to write out in my journal. So I got this journal from Burlington. Don't be sleeping on Burlington, girl, or Marshalls or TJ Maxx, because they the lit when it comes to stationery. Ross too. Ross has good journals and stuff too, but I got this particular journal from Burlington. It's a prayer journal, and each day has a scripture, a different scripture, but I just get in the habit of writing my own scripture and holding them near and dear to my heart. I feel like they're a lot better that way. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. And right now I am going through my Bible app, the YouVersion app, and I am reading the scripture for myself, and I'm showing you guys right here. So this is Ephesians 5:15 through 17. And so it says for us to be careful how we live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days, and don't act thoughtlessly, but understand. So I am writing that down, as you guys can see here. I'm not, like I said, going to show you everything. I'm kind of trying to zoom out of it a little bit because, yeah, I don't need you guys knowing all my prayers. Y'all don't need to be all up in my business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to stay in y'all lane. So, you know, your girl got to make sure you stay over there to the, left. So I'm just thinking about it here as I write it. What really resonated with me when it says to be careful how I live. So right here, I'm literally just taking that in, like, be careful how I live, be careful how I live and how I'm seen. So yeah. Alrighty, so after that, I went ahead and went to get my nails done because my ride was here. My mom was here to pick me up, and I went ahead and went to the salon. So right here, you see me at my nail salon, which is called Joy to the World. I get my nails done here in Vegas by Joy. Here is the salon. I'm going to show it to you. So here is her wonderful salon, guys. There's 4 stations in there, 4 nail stations. And all of that, it looks really good on the inside, guys, really good. I'm so proud of my girl. So here I am getting my nails done, you know, the usual. Now, my nail tech loves to watch TV, guys, and those are actually her nails. So her nails are really long. She wears her nails really long, but yeah, this is me at the nail salon. Getting that good nail fixed that need to be fixed, honey. You need to be fixed, honey, so yeah. Okay, guys, so I am here getting my nails did. Here's one hand, and here is the other. She's got to do some filing and stuff. She doesn't want to be on camera, so I'm going to show you guys the salon in a minute, but she doesn't want to be on camera, so yeah. But here is... yeah, and here's the station where I usually get my nails done. We're going to get them painted after she filed them and all of that. Let's get this painting going, girl. I picked a brown color, the color that can, honestly. It was a brown and a gold. So here is my nails in its entirety. And now it's time for a pedicure, honey. Time for a pedicure. Honey, this blue water, let me tell y'all about my manicures and these good on pedicures. My feet felt so good. Like, I didn't feel like I went to the ching changs in them and got my feet done. And you know how your feet still be feeling crusty, rusty, and dusty and ashy? No, not at all. Not a bit of calluses on the bottom of my foot. They were so soft and so just on point. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Joy girl. So now I'm back at home and getting some cleaning done at home. I usually, when I'm feeling down and depressed, I will start by cleaning off one side of my room. So you guys will see it here, where I started cleaning one side of my room because I had been down for the past few days. And then I ended up getting the other part of it done. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. It's just cleaning my room. So now, let me see. What's up, folks? So my room has already been cleaned. The little cleaning that I was doing has already been done. So I am on my way now with one of my really good friends. We're gonna go to the park and go walking. We're gonna try for 4 miles and go walking and just get some things off my mind. You know, a lot of times when I'm walking, I'm talking to God. I'm getting some stuff off my mind. But yeah, we're gonna go head up here to the park and go walking. So I'm gonna take you guys on that little journey with us. All right, guys. See you in a few. Hey guys, so I'm out here on my walk. Workout. It's kind of late, but it's okay. It's all right. We're gonna get these miles in. So we're trying to do 4 miles, myself and my friend. But yeah, we're out here walking. So here we go. Here we go. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know I joined a challenge workout with one of my great YouTube basically collab coaches, Ray Torgano and his wife Lakeisha Torgano. And so a part of it is that we have to walk for the month of December, 75, walk or run, 75 miles for the month, 1 gallon of water, and we also have to replace one of our meals with a shake. So that's what I'm doing this month to try to get a jump start on my health goals. And for me, it's not even so much about the prizes that they have for us to win. It's just the fact that I do it. I don't really care about the prizes. It's just the fact of something to get me jump started back into my health goals. So that's why I decided to do it. So yeah, I know you guys can barely see me and stuff, but it's okay. Just want to let y'all know I'm out here. All right, guys. What's up, all my people out there? It's your girl, Brianka Janae, coming back at you guys with another video. Guys, today I'm really not in a good headspace. I'm not in a good headspace because I'm okay. So let me rewind. I'm gonna try not to get emotional on this video. I'm out here taking a walk, and a lot of times I just come to the park and walk and talk and get things off my mind with God until I just can't no more. Like sometimes I'm out here and I just bust out in tears, or sometimes I'm out here and I just zone and tune everything out. So, you know, I'm gonna try today to stay focused and not do that, but here goes. So, you know, I have to be completely transparent with you guys in saying that you have to be careful who you let around your children. As you guys know, I have a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 8-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So I have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, and my children really struggle with friendships, you know, like friendships, and people saying that they're your friends and then backstabbing you and stuff like that. And today was really that day for me. Like, one of my daughters brought it to my attention today. So I start, there's this little girl in our neighborhood, these little girls, I should say, in our neighborhood that 2 of the little girls are a part of a family that's completely ratchet, okay? Like ratchet. Like at one point I used to be so pissed that my daughters wanted to be friends with these little girls, because I'm just like, what wants you, like, what is it with you that you are so desperate that you want to like force yourselves to be friends with these little girls? And now that they are starting to see what it is that I didn't like about them, my girls are feeling some type of way. Not so much my oldest child. My oldest child, she's a little strong. She's a little strong, but my 12-year-old, she's struggling with her self-esteem. She's struggling with finding her place in life. And I want to help so much, but I know that this is a child problem per se. So I really can't jump in there and just help her as much as I would like to. And I know as a mother, you should like want to protect your children and you should want to be there for your kids. But what happens when you look at your child and you're like, dang, like I remember when this was me. Case in point, when I was in high school, guys, I'll never forget, I used to try my best for everybody to like me. So I had this friend, and we were best of friends. So I thought I would get out of school and go to her house because my mom worked 12-hour shifts, and I would go and have to stay at her house after school. And this one particular day, I had went to her house after school, as I, usually do. And then, and this is in high school. This is just an example of high school. I went to her house, and as I usually do, and everything was cool. Like we would talk about like homework, and we were kids, so we were talking about average stuff. And I don't even remember what the conversation was about, but I do remember that because I stay in Las Vegas, they had UNLV games, and my sister had gotten us tickets to a UNLV game. So I was supposed to take her with me to the UNLV game, and we were super excited about that, and all of that. So we go to the game that weekend. Everything's cool. Everything's fine. Everything's dandy. Well, that Monday after we go to the game, I ended up, so I was walking down the hallway on my way to class, and she, literally, guys, I saw her in passing, and I was like, what's up, girl? Well, how you doing? And she's like trying to walk hella fast past me, like hella fast. And I'm like, she didn't even speak. Oh, okay. So then out of nowhere, I felt a boom on my right ear. So I didn't even get a chance to like catch it fast enough or see it fast enough. Like I'm looking around and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Well, at this point is when I realized I had just been hit. Like somebody had just punched me at that point. And I was like, what was that? Like I'm still trying to get things together in my mind. At this point I see like all the deans and stuff and the hall monitors and stuff coming towards me to like break it up. And I see this girl that I know is mutually friends with this same girl that was my friend, you know what I'm saying? All that and anyways, to make a long story short, she like, what up? Now what? All that you was talking. Tell them motherfuckers I'm gay. Tell them motherfuckers I'm gay. I'm not gay. I'm this. So I'm standing there like, what is she talking about? Well, they come, they break up everything. You know, somebody is a coward when they hit you around authorities. That's like somebody hitting you in front of the police. They know the police gonna break it up. So you won't have the chance to hit them back. So that's exactly what she did. Now, mind you, I didn't have an issue with this young lady, but I didn't like her either. I didn't too much care for her. It was just something about her that I just couldn't, I couldn't get jiggy with. So she was the fat girl in school, or one of the fat girls in school. So with her being one of the fat girls in school, it was like, you know, not a lot of people too much messed with her. Okay, let me just say that. So not too many people messed with her. So anyways, to make a long story short, I sat up there and wasn't tripping with this chick, you know what I'm saying? No, nothing. We go to the dean's office or whatever. And when the dean, after they call our parents, tell our parents to come and get us. Now, in Vegas, we have deans who deal with behavior issues, fights, stuff like that. We have what's called RPC, which is Required Parent Conference. So you don't get to necessarily suspended, but you get suspended until your parent come and put you back in school. Guys, look at all these geese. I had to stop for a moment. Look at all the geese. Y'all see them? Now, I don't too much care for geese because they chase you. But I'm in their territory. I'm in their habitat. So it is what it is. But anyways, I don't too much have an issue with this lady, this young girl or whatever at the time. But to make a long story short, she wasn't really like, people didn't really too much mess with her. Like they were friends with her only, but like dating, no guys really wanted to date her, stuff like that. So the dean comes in, make a long story short, I'm in the office and the dean comes in to, you know, talk to me and ask my side of the story of what happened. So I tell her exactly what I told y'all. Like, I'm walking down the hallway on my way to class and she snuck me one. Like, she hit me out of nowhere and I wasn't able to defend myself. I wasn't necessarily fighting. Like, so she said, well, even though you didn't get a chance to hit her back, I still have to RPC the both of you because we have to make it fair. If we RPC one, we have to RPC the other one so that we could talk to the parent. She's like, according to her, you told someone that she was gay. And she said that you were spreading rumors about her being gay to the other person. Were you doing that? And I was like, no, I have no clue what you're talking about. So, moral of the story is, I'm sitting here scraping my mind, like, what is going on? What is going on? Like, what did I say? What did I do? Honey. So my mom, well, actually my mom didn't come. My sister, my older sister, she sent my older sister to come and get me from school. So my sister comes, she picks me up from school. She asks me what happened. I tell my sister what happened. She's like, okay, I'm gonna tell mom. My mom is like, well, why did she getting kicked out of school? Something that's important for something that she was a victim of, right? So the school is telling her the same thing they told me or whatever. In the meantime, these few days, like, my mom wasn't upset, but my mom just felt like, okay, Brianka, well, when you get back to school, defend yourself. Like, defend yourself. Now, my mom has always been one of them. You don't fight, you know, other people. She would rather you not be in fights. But if you're going to get RPC for it at this point, if you're going to get suspended for it at this point, if she come at you again, defend yourself. So I'm out of school for 3 days. Now, during these 3 days, this friend, that same one that walked her butt away from me, is not answering her phone. is not doing anything of the sort. So I'm like, what's really going on? Like, what did I do? And I realized that at that moment, now this is before social media time, y'all. So I realized at that moment, I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, okay, she's also friends with this girl. Okay. Like, we friends, but she walked right past me and didn't say nothing. And it was at that moment that it clicked. You were the friend that lied to her and told her that I said she was gay. And I was like, why would she do that in my mind? Like, why would she do that? I was hella hurt. I was extremely hurt. I felt betrayed. That was my first moment that I felt betrayal, if that makes sense. And I was just like, why would somebody do that to me? Moral of the story is, the reason why she had done that was because just a few days before that, I stayed after school and I caught her dude with another girl. So me thinking I'm being a good friend, a good bomb friend, I'm gonna tell her about the dude being with, you know what I'm saying, this chick. What kind of find out? He, of course, lies about it. He, of course, tells her, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm the bitter friend. I'm this, I'm that. I'm mad because nobody want to talk to me because I had gap teeth and, you know, all of that. So, basically, she believes him. So, she goes and conjures up this story with old girl and to be messy because she feels like I tried to jeopardize her relationship with him. Why are we so insecure in high school at this point? I don't know. I feel like we had, you know, if we would have known better, plenty of fish in the sea at this point. Plenty of men that we could have talked to, boys that we could have talked to. You know, we had all our whole lives to go. But that was really my breaking moment with females. Oh my gosh, is this a Sharpay?
Half plug, half Sharpay.
Oh my gosh.
Go say hi, come buddy.
Hi.
That.
Hi, little doggy.
Hey, come.
I've always wanted a Sharpay.
Oh, I used to raise Sharpays back home.
Can I? Is it gonna bite me?
No.
I'm on YouTube.
Oh,
hi, little doggy. Hi, you guys say hi to the puppy.
Say hi.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
what's his name?
Kona.
Kona.
I needed somebody in the house with more wrinkles than me.
Oh,
He
absolutely.
his wrinkles.
Absolutely. I love them wrinkles. That's why I love that dog.
Have a good day.
You too. Sorry, guys. I'm not really into dogs, but I love a Sharpay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So at that moment, that was when I realized that, yo, like, betrayal was real. Like, betrayal was really, really real. And her and I's friendship after that went to the left. Even in our adult years, I can say she's still messy. She still starts stuff. And she still, you know, we ran into each other years later, and she still, you know, is her. But that was a time that I felt like the world was against me, looking back. And ever since then, I told myself, I'm not getting in nobody else's relationships. I'm not doing any of that, because the chicks don't believe me no way. They want to believe the dude, which if I had a phone back then, if cell phones was popular, I'd have got that cell phone and took pictures, and she probably still wouldn't have believed me. So, moral of the story that I could say is, like, today I really felt that for my kids. Like, I felt that feeling of betrayal again. Now, mind you, the little girls in the neighborhood that I don't like them hanging with has now bounced off into the little girl that I don't mind them hanging with. So now this little girl, now she done been coming to our house, eating up our food. We go somewhere as a family, she go, all that. Now it's done got to the point where she's not able, the little girl done bullied her, talking about some, don't talk to Zariah and Isaiah. Don't do this, don't talk to them. If you be friends with them, I'm not gonna be friends with you. So the whole time that the little girls was out of town for Thanksgiving, this little girl didn't miss a beat being at my house, eating up my stuff, taking my kids' Jordans and clothes and stuff, because she can't afford to buy stuff. So I'm letting her use my kids' stuff so that she don't get bullied at school. To turn around, and today they at the bus stop, and I realized that, you know, my kids was late. So my daughter was late, so I was like, well, come on, I'm gonna take you to school. So She get in the car, I'm like, where's such and such? She like, oh, hold on. So she gets out the car. She tells the little girl to come on. She says, yeah, that she want to ride. But the other little girl looked at her and was like, nah, she's good. Like that. So I'm like, okay, do I say something as a mother? Because mind you, I have this little girl's mama. And when I realized that the mama is the one who started all of this, now I feel like, maybe I should say something. Maybe I should, come for an MF over my kids. But then a part of me is like, stay out of it. See how your kids adapt to this, because they've never had betrayal. But I feel like also I want to get involved, because what happens if this betrayal makes my children want to hurt themselves, want to do things to themselves? Like, what happens if that happens? And I couldn't imagine that being the case. So I don't know, guys. I just really am feeling some type of way. I'm really feeling like I don't know what to do or how to do it, but I know that usually I come out here to the park and I just walk and I talk to God, and sometimes people may think I'm talking to myself, but really I'm talking to God, and I'm trying to figure things out for myself, by myself. So I think this may be one of them things where instead of me focusing on me, sometimes you gotta pray for your children. Sometimes you gotta talk about others and help others with advice and the things that they, that you will go through. So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, but today was just a day, and I'm feeling some type of way because, I am a mom. If I'm nothing else first, I'm a mom. And I don't know if anybody else goes through this with their children, but I don't know. Like, it's just really disturbing. It's disturbing that we can't get along as a people. Like, these are all the same black kids. And that let me know that if something happened to my kids right now, would you call me and tell me that my child was laying in the street somewhere? Would you call me and say, hey, Miss Bree, I saw such with this boy? Like, I understand you feel like your loyalty is to who your loyalty is, but remember, them same kids' mama don't feed you. Them same kids' mama don't give a dang about you. She don't even give a dang about her own dang on kids. Because if she did give a dang about her own kids, she would know where they at. She would, do more than what she's doing. And it's sad because here it is, we're supposed to be mothers and help one another. And instead, you're allowing your children to bully my children. And all over one of my daughters saying that something in your house was dirty. That somebody's room or something was dirty. But that's her opinion. And I can't tell you how many times your daughter done came to my house, done stole alcohol. Let's talk about that. Done stole alcohol out the store and came to my house and was drinking. And I didn't even know that that's what was in the cup until my kids told me. So after my kids told me, I was like, like that little girl can't come over here no more. So you mean to tell me you tripping as a mom over my daughter saying your kid's room was dirty, when that's something that you could have came and talked to me about if it bothered you? Instead, you want to turn the kids against one another and make them rivals and make them, whatever. Now, I'm not tripping about them not, let me sit down for a minute. I'm really not tripping about them not wanting to be friends with my kids any longer. But what I am tripping about is because I feel like, why can't we as parents talk to one another and come to a conclusion? Kids is killing themselves over stuff like this. Kids are committing suicide because they don't feel like they're beautiful. Your kids is calling my daughters ugly and stuff like that. Now, what happens if something happens to my child? Now, clearly, the cute ones is my kids. But I don't say things to your kids in that manner. I don't say things to your daughter like, girl, you ugly. I don't say things like that because that's ugly language. And I know people are like, well, you should stay out of it because it's a kid thing. But at the same time, I feel like I need to come up with some kind of solution to help my daughter. So the one thing that I did tell her today is I said, listen, you're not going to school for friends. You're going to school for success. You're going to school to say, I finished something. I feel a totally different way than some other parents as far as school goes. I don't feel that school was created for them to particularly learn per se, more learn what the government wants us to know. So I don't instill things in my kids like you got to go to school so you can go to college, or you got to go to school so you can do this. I tell them you got to go to school so you can complete it and have that as an achievement in your life, because I know that the pandemic, for example, is prime example of, honey, people had bachelor's degrees, people had master's degrees, people had doctorates, and we're still losing their job. We're still not able to find anything. Had to go work at things like Walmart and the grocery stores. Why? Because essential workers was the only thing that was available. Had to get unemployment because they didn't have any other way, right? So the same options is there for somebody with a master's degree, to me, and a PhD, as it is somebody who has a GED or no degree at all. I'm still going to have the same opportunities. It's up to me to determine my destiny, is what I tell my kids. So it's up to you to determine your destiny. So go to school, learn what you can, learn what your abilities are. Don't worry about who's not your friend. Because when you get out of high school, when you get out of middle school, you're not going to remember any of them anyway. Not a one. Not a one. You're not going to remember any of them. You're not even going to remember their names, probably. Half the people that I went to school with, I don't remember them. Now, this particular girl that I was just talking about, both of them, I remember both of them because they held a significance in my life at that point. But I did learn. I learned that you cannot try to help everybody. And that is something that I truly struggle with, because I always want to help, man. Like, I just want to see everybody do good, and I want to see everybody do great. But I have to ask myself, why do I want that? I want that because I want somebody to say that and give me my props, probably. Like, that's probably really why I want that. And that's what other people want for themselves. So I got to get that out of my mind, that people want that for themselves. They don't. They don't. They want to be the way that they've been forever. They don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them. Some of them do, but not all of them. So I just got to get that out of my mind, y'all, like, for real. And today was just like a real deal eye-opener, because it was like, man, do you remember, Bree, when that was you? Do you remember that? Like, do you remember when, oh, man, when you was betrayed? Do you remember when people didn't like you? Do you remember when people talked about how fat you were and how big your nose was? And do you remember that, Bree? Like, do you remember when they talked about the gaps in your teeth, and that's why you have such a complexity with the gaps in your teeth? Like, do you remember that the only reason why a boy would even talk to you was because you had big butt and big boobs? Like, do you remember that you really didn't have a childhood? You really didn't. Because everything that was in your childhood consisted of hatred and people wanting to be spiteful and backsliding and all of that. So, hold on, y'all. It's a bird. So, like, do you remember, Bree? Do you remember? Like, do you remember that? Do you remember? Do you remember, like, you wasn't able to move on with life? You wasn't able to live life as you knew it because everybody had something to say about you. Everybody felt some type of way about you. So, I've learned, guys, that wow, look at this view. Sorry, y'all, I'm getting distracted, but I don't know. Today, I'm just not having a good day with this. I wish that things with my children would be better, and I gotta figure out a way to build their self-esteem when people betray them. Because people betray you because they don't know your value, they don't know your worth, and you gotta teach people how to treat you, is what I'll be thinking. Like, You gotta teach people how to treat you. You gotta show people that you're the prize. You're the prize as a friend. You're the prize as a woman. You're the prize as a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. Like, you gotta show them who you are. You gotta show them. And literally today was that day when it was just like, wow, really? Really, Bree? Wow. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video for today's vlogmas, but I just want you guys to know that. But check on your kids, y'all. Like, for real. It's time to check on your children. You don't know what your children are going through. You don't know where they've been. You don't know who's... The only way to understand what your child is going through on a mental basis is you gotta talk to them. You gotta talk to them. Because, man, if I had to talk to my baby, I would have known that this girl was doing this, that they've been doing this to them for weeks and months now. And then every time the little girl come and knock on my door and want to eat up my stuff and pack a lunch and all of that and walk to the bus stop with my daughter, I would have told her no, because I want to protect my child's heart. But instead, I thought everything was cool. So you don't know everything about your kid. Now, I'm not saying be overbearing and make them rebel against you. That's not what I'm saying. But let them know that you love them, other than just saying it to them, because actions speak louder than words. Like, talk to them. Let them know that you protect. It's your job to protect them. If they're hurting with something, if something's hurting them, they need to let you know. If someone is hurting them, they need to let you know. If someone is talking to them in an inappropriate manner, let you know. Like, for real. Today was my eye opener, so you better believe when my babies get home, I'm gonna talk to them. So what happened at school today? So what's up with this? What's up with that? I need to be active. I need to know what the fuck is going on. So what I'm gonna talk to him and say, I need to know what's going on. Cause some ain't right. Some ain't right. These ain't loyal. That's why I need to let my daughters know. These ain't loyal. So, all right, y'all. I'ma go. But you guys know that this is Vlogmas, so I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. See you in the next one. Peace.